Hi guys, so the European Union and China are in the process of agreeing an investment deal. Now, there will be different aspects to it, for example, market access, a level playing field, and also standards for example, regarding health and safety and the environment. Now, the European Union are desperate to break into the Chinese market. There's a lot of trade going from China into Europe, and the European Union want to change the direction of that traffic somewhat. They want to also access the Chinese market, which is extremely difficult for outside companies. So I just want to show you some of the stakeholders that are involved. Okay, so you can see on the screen you have the Chinese president, you have the presidents of the European Commission and the European Council, and then you also have the French president and Angela Merkel, the German chancellor. Now, what are they discussing at the moment? So they're discussing market access. Both sides want to improve access to each other's markets. Now, at the moment, China has reasonably easy access to the European market. There's a huge amount of goods that are imported, but the European Union see themselves restricted when it comes to access to the Chinese market. So they want to break into that. Now, in order to do so, there has to be a level playing field. And we've talked about this before when it came to the UK. When it comes to China, the Chinese government sponsor and subsidize to a huge extent their local businesses. And in order to allow European companies to compete, that sort of protection will need to be taken away. Now, the Chinese government have promised to look into that. I don't know how far they will go into actually taking away those supports. It could be a case that they look at it on a product per product, or an area per area, or a market per market basis. So some products they will protect, other products they may not, and they will allow the Europeans to access that part of the market. And then an interesting one, of course, is when it comes to climate and environmental protections, health and safety standards, and of course human rights. Now, health and safety standards, the European Union have very high level safety standards, while China have very low level safety standards. So it's going to be interesting to see, are they going to arrive somewhere in the middle, or is it going to be a case of China adopting European standards? I don't see that really happening, but we will have to wait and see. Now, when it comes to the issue of human rights, we know that the Uyghurs are a very sensitive issue, to say the least, for the Chinese, and the Chinese government don't want to be talking about this. They want to talk just about trade. Now, will the European Union push this issue? Will they push the issue of human rights when it comes to trade with China? We have seen in the past, in the last few months, how the European Union, in my opinion, dropped the ball somewhat when it came to dealing with countries within the European Union, particularly Hungary and Poland. Now, will the European Union be strong when it comes to trade with China? In the past, we've seen individual countries bend over backwards in order to facilitate trade with China. The European Union, of course, is a different kettle of fish. It has much greater power. It's united. There is a possibility that they could put pressure on China. Will China actually respond with easing of restrictions on, for example, Uyghurs, or will they improve human rights standards? I don't know. I think it's still early to speculate. But this is an important trade deal or trade agreement going forward for the European Union. They desperately need to get into the Chinese market. There is a huge market there. If European companies can trade on a level playing field with Chinese companies, there are massive opportunities. But of course, the issue of human rights is always in the background. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?